Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Turquoise Street. I'm so excited. We've got a new launch today. You know that I haven't really been putting out videos lately. You guys know the backstory on that. But I'm super excited that I was able to get some beads into the store today. It was kind of a surprise launch, and I have a fun special guest today. You all know her, but she's amazing. Can't wait to bring her on. If you're watching on YouTube, or I think I only streamed it to YouTube, so I can usually see your comments pop up. Hopefully we'll get to chat today. And I want to show you some of the beads from the new drop. It's within my comfort zone in that there's a lot of turquoise and terracotta, but then there's also some really fun colors. We've got some citron today. That's a new hot color. And we've got a really bright purple with some copper accents. So I'm really excited to show you those. And even got two little Easter beads in. Hi, Pam. Glad you were able to join us. So I'm going to put my hand cam up, and actually, I'll put my hand cam up. I was like, oh, I could probably hold, actually, I might hold stuff up to the camera here because sometimes the hand cam is not as great on StreamYard versus YouTube. So I'll see what they look like holding them up. And then I'll also show you on the hand cam. Hi, Leah. Hi, Ebony. Thanks for joining. So I'll start with some of my favorites. One of my favorites was this turquoise and copper lotus. So actually, I think I will do the hand cam because this is kind of blurry. But it's a turquoise and copper lotus. It's polymer clay. All the beads today that I released are polymer clay. They're available at turquoisestreetbeads.com. And they're all polymer clay. And I did most of them with washes, meaning I painted every single bead, washed it either with turquoise, with white, with purple, or with copper or antique brass. Hi, Holly. Hi, Katie. Hi, Nancy. Okay, I'm going to put my hand cam in. Hold on one second here. And I'm going to get rid of my face for a moment. Let's see. Sorry, you're going to see my hand with the mouse. There we go. Okay, so here is our lotus. And this is also in today's the picture for today's live. This is turquoise, like a special turquoise blend that I make myself, and a copper wash. Ebony says, oh my God, I love it. I need one so bad. Hi, Heidi. Hi, Cindy. I will have our special guest show you the terracotta version because somehow, some way, 5 minutes before I went live today, I decided to misplace the terracotta one, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's got a white wash on it. Here is a pretty citron heart with an eye. So evil eyes are for protection, keep you safe. I love them so much. This has a beautiful pearlized purple wash. You can't really tell on the screen, but it's super fun. I did make some Easter, just one charm in two different colors. We've got Easter eggs, and they're like folk art Easter eggs. So this one has a copper wash on it. Hi, Tina. Glad you're here. And it's like a shimmery purple. I love these. And then I also did them in that citron color as well. So it's a yellow green, like really bright yellow green. And this one, I believe, has it's like an antique bronze wash on it. So these are going to go really well with check beads too, because they're going to be reminiscent of washes that you see on check beads. Cindy said better not. She ordered one. Yeah, thanks to everybody who's already placed your orders. I've gotten quite a few orders so far, but everything's still available on turquoisestreetbeads.com. This next one is like a muted pink, and it's a heart. The hole is right here. So it's a heart with some really fun flowers embossed in it with a copper paint on the raised edges. So on the flowers, the leaves, and the outside, there's a copper. It's kind of hard to tell, even in the photos that I have on my website, but it's a really subtle sheen that you get on these beautiful beads. And I just love how organic those are. Next, we have this awesome pendant, and I do have this pendant in two colors. This one's that purple again. This one does have a copper wash on it. And these are separate, but they're two little like earring charms that have a fun tribal arrow on them. And I also made this set in terracotta with a whitewash. So if you want a more Southwestern look. And then I also made those tribal drops in the whitewash as well. And these are sold separately. So you can just buy the pendant, or you can just buy the charms, or you can buy them both sets, but they're available in the purple and the terracotta. Then I thought these were just really fun. They're big squiggles. These are bigger, thicker pieces, and they're terracotta again with the whitewash. They're really more modern. And even if you wanted to, you could drill another hole in here. You could fill the inside with beads. You could wrap it with beads. Just thought they were a fun, playful piece. Then we have butterflies, and butterflies are very special to our special guest today, and I will let her talk about that. But we have butterflies in 2 different colors. So we have the terracotta with the whitewash, and then we have the turquoise with the copper wash. I am super partial to both of these. I love them so, so much. And then I customized these. Originally, they were just going to be the arches without the eye in the middle, but I fell in love with the eye, so I stamped them in there and did a whitewash on there. And then I made a custom pendant to go with it too. And I think I'll be probably using these and or a butterfly today. Last but not least are our stars. And I love these. They've got a really fun spiral in the middle, some graphic stripes going out. And this is an antique bronze wash in there. So it looks a little gold. It's a little bit lighter than antique brass, but it's kind of between copper and antique brass. And then last but not least, we have the same stars in the the terracotta and white wash. So with a lot of different beads in today's release. Again, this one is also in terracotta and white, and I'll have our special guest show you that. But all these are available at Turquoise Street Beads. Leah says, I love that purple. Yeah, this purple is absolutely amazing. It's got a little bit of shimmer in it too. But if you have any questions, put them in the chat. We're going to be making with these today. So let me know which one was your favorite. And then while I am hiding my hands here, I'm going to bring on my special guest. Let's add her to the stage. We have the lovely Deb Floros.
Hello.
Thank you for joining me today. Deb, how did we come up with these beads? How did this come about?
Well, I don't know if everybody knows, but I live about an hour away from Brittany. I'm so lucky to live close to another designer that I enjoy working with. And so I went and visited Brittany, just went down, hung out with her. And of course, going to her house always involves looking at her beads and all of the things she's got going on. And we just started talking about this and, her next release that would correspond with this. And we just started looking at all of the shapes and the colors, but the colors were inspired by our little excursion out to lunch. So there's a little Mexican place not too far from where Brittany lives. We pull up and both of us at like almost the same time turn and look at this Jeep. And I don't normally pay attention to Jeeps, but it was this cool color, like a citrine kind of greenish, citrine-ish color. And we both loved it. And so that was kind of like in our heads as we got back and started looking at the clay and all of that. And that, I think, just started the whole creative process right there, was that color of that Jeep.
Yeah. I was like, Deb, do you see this Jeep?
She's like, you see that color?
So I was like, what color is that? And then I was like, you know what? I have that color at home and it's called Citron. And I was like, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So we had fun. And look, Deb's already created. Look, what do you got going on over there? She's already used that part.
I did pull out the Citron heart. And I had these beads today. I was just kind of pulling out things to go with all of the different pieces. And I didn't even remember I got these beads, but I got these in Tucson this year. And I just thought, it's not the exact same color, but it's a good complementary color for this. And then I had to pull out this shirt I was trying my hardest to find something that was close. So I got the citrine, I don't know, something
I
going
like
on.
it. I love the vibe. It's perfect. It looks so good together. I was telling her, I was like, I just had my hands on some yellow beads. We always have the same wavelength. Everybody's saying hi to you in the comments.
Hi guys.
Hi Robin. Hi Joan. So we're excited to make today. Oh, and I wanted to see, can you show us the terracotta lotus? Oh yeah, I'm so mad I misplaced it because I was going to use it today, but it's gorgeous, isn't it?
It's really pretty. I mean,
textures.
there's something about the terracotta and the white, like it's just magical, like
Yeah.
really beautiful.
It just pops. So there is that version, and I can't wait to see what people start making with those. Yep, there they are. And for some reason, this collection really reminds me of check glass a lot because of the washes and all the nooks and crannies and all the beads. So I did pull out a bunch of check glass to see if I can use them today. So which ones ended up being your favorites?
So you asked me that the other day, and I mean, it's hard. I mean, I'm always that person like that has a million favorites, and then I say something's my favorite, and then 5 minutes later I say the next thing is my favorite. I love them all. I love them all pretty equally, but the first thing that I thought I want to make something with is the purple, the sky.
Yeah.
And the matching little earring charms.
Yeah.
There's something, so so I obviously made something with citron already. So that I grabbed first, but I started to piece things together for a project with this. This is magical. It's sparkly. It's like an iridescent purple. And with the wash on it, it's fantastic. So these are probably going to go fast because folks are going to fall in love with these.
Yeah, those are fun. It's not my typical color palette either. So it's like, oh, it's limited edition.
Yeah. And I remember this shape. I remember looking at this shape. So I know you have the ability to do like any shape that probably exists on this planet. So this shape though really caught my attention because I love the void space in the center and the detail. And it's just very almost Moroccan kind of vibe.
Yeah, absolutely. Somebody asked, Brittany, is the lotus from your shop? Yes. All the polymer clay beads we're showing today are available at Turquoise Street Beads. Hi, Marie. I see Nancy joined us, and we've got a lot of highs. We got a Robin joined us too, and Sherry joined us too. Oh, Sherry said very peacock. Yes, that kind of peacock too.
Yeah, that there is a little bit of a peacock vibe. Like you could go in a lot of different directions with this. You could also call this maybe even like Mardi Gras purple.
Yes. Yeah. Or yeah, like New Orleans. Yeah. Very, very, yeah, you could turn it upside down too, and you could drill another hole. These are easily drilled with just a hand drill, a Dremel, or even your like regular power drill. So yeah. Just be careful.
Yeah. Be very careful.
So the other shape that I was really excited about that you kind of chose, you were like, hey, can we do an Easter shape? And I was like, yeah, was the eggs. I haven't really done, I do some holidays, but I thought these were so fun. And these are so reminiscent of check glass to me because they're like that. They're like European looking, and I think they would be super cute as earrings. You could probably just make a couple necklaces with them too. And I just love that it's like a funky, it's still springy, but it's not like an Easter pastel, right?
Yeah. So yeah, it's not obvious Easter. Like I have some of those cutesy little Easter things, little Easter bunnies and stuff, but these are not obvious. In fact, when I first pulled these out, I didn't remember the part of the conversation about Easter. And when I saw them, I'm like, ooh, citron and purple. And then it all came back to me, but these are not obvious Easter.
Right. And I feel like you can use, like, if you're more like fairy core or you like mushrooms and all the earthy stuff, like you can work this into your daily wear. I don't think we need to stay with just Easter, especially with the citron. I'm so partial to this color. And then I heard that it's going to be like a popular color this year. After we did it first. We did it first, everybody.
Yes,
so
you heard it here first.
Everywhere, just thank us. Ebony said, I love the heart necklace Deb is wearing. I might have to do a second round on the site. Well, I'll combine shipping if you do that. So if you missed something and you check out before I ship your items, I'll combine your shipping. So, oh yeah, so what are those beads on there? Are those crystals?
They're crystals, and they're like a rondelle shaped crystal, really like harsh rondelle. And they've got a coating on them. So they're not just a crystal, they're like a coated crystal. So
I don't have that shape in my shop, but I do have a lot of crystals that are similar to those in the shop too. So take a look. Don't just look at the Artisan stuff. Take a look. And there's also, I might be using some chevron beads today, and I have some of those in the shop too. So.
I love those.
Well, I'm sure they love us a lot, but let's get making.
Yes.
So you're going to use the purple pendant. Which one should I use? I think I'm going to use the eyes.
Okay.
And then I was going to use that lotus, but she's gone. She's missing. I'm going to have to make another one, or I'll just find her somewhere. I must have dropped it. But anyway, I'm going to hide my face and then add my hands. Are you using the same camera that you're?
Yeah, I'll just turn my camera off and flip and then turn it back on.
I will remove you. There we go. And I'm going to hide my face, and then we'll get making. Put in the chat, like, which one's your favorite, so I can tell, so, you know, I can either make more or start showing videos on how to use them. I know, everyone, that I haven't been releasing videos lately, and it's because I had a nasty fall about 2 weeks ago, and I've been recovering, but I've also been recovering from another issue. And it's very hard for me to sit up for any length of time. So these lives and other videos have been limited. So I have to gather my strength and then like do the video and then go lay down. So we're trying to get content out here, but I thank you everybody who has been so sweet and understanding while it's not been the easiest time. I am going to hide my face. Maybe. I actually don't know if I'm able to do that. Let's see. We're not experts over here.
Okay.
Oh, nope, not that one. Nope. Let's see if I can show Deb's. So, you know what? I'm just going to do Deb's for now.
I can hear you too.
Okay, perfect. So I got you up on the screen. And then I'll be kind of doing some stuff behind the scenes here, and I'll flip back and forth.
So I wanted to just kind of put ideas together. So here's my little tray with the purple. So I've got some gold, I've got some bronze, I've got kind of a little bit of everything. I've got some purple, I got some purple check here. Ooh. And then some purple lucite here. So this is a whole kind of idea in the making here, which I'll shift to in a minute. But these are all my other ideas in my little heart-shaped muffin pan here.
So cute. Love that.
It was a little thrifted thing I found. So I thought it would be fun to work with these maybe, because these are really awesome.
Oh yeah, love those. They look like little bacons.
Yeah, they do. And so I've got a little blue theme going with those, some big chunky lucite, some dyed quartz, some white beads, some seed beads. So we'll see how much time we have and what I can get into. But I've got the little Easter eggs, and I thought with the Easter egg, the citron Easter egg, maybe some pink.
Oh yeah,
a little pink there. And then these are kind of not the same color, but I thought these vintage glass were like really cool with that. Beautiful. So that's a possibility. Then I've got one of the butterflies, the terracotta butterfly. I love butterflies because they remind me of my mom. My mom passed in 2022. So whenever I see a butterfly, I think it's her visiting me. So I might do this today on camera, maybe not, but I've got some stone beads that I'll work with that, maybe some white beads to match back to the wash. Then this lotus, I thought these vintage check might look interesting. They're kind of a reddish tone. And I've got some other like white beads maybe to go with that. And then this I thought was kind of interesting. So this heart and this lucite kind of ring component, I was messing around while Brittany was starting. I'm not sure if I'll be able to execute that, but we'll see. And also these check beads that have like a copper wash on them. And then last but not least, I was thinking about these guys and these little pink beads I thought were interesting. And I even thought, what if I put a hole at the bottom and put that on, like this little fun dangle with a rhinestone in it. And then there's some other different color pink here. So these are all my ideas, and that's not all the beads. Like I don't have the stars.
Right.
So
I know there's a lot going on.
There's a lot here. So I'm going to start with this, and we'll set this tray aside. We'll see how far we get. Seems like a complicated design. I'm usually pretty fast, but when I chit chat, I'm not as fast.
Gotcha.
So let's see what we can do here.
Okay. I'm looking at some of the chats, and Emily's said she just ordered some crystals. That's awesome. So Katie says she loves the heart, would love to make earrings with it. Hi, Liz. Tina says she loves the butterflies and the Easter eggs. Mary says she loves all of them, but those stars and butterflies are awesome. Oh, thank you, Nancy. Oh, thanks, Sherry. Cindy, you can replay will be available for a long time, so don't worry. I did not get a Squishmallow yet. I keep forgetting because I say squish all the time. Everybody's been telling me to get a Squishmallow. I need to get one.
I see those things everywhere too.
Yeah, I never even think about it. Neva, hopefully I'm saying your name right. It's Neva or Neva. She just got out of the hospital yesterday. Hope you feel better. Oh. Leah said, I've just placed my first order. She's super excited. She hasn't been making much herself. Oh, yeah, wrist surgery. That's really tough.
Oh, it's hard for jewelry making.
Yeah. Sherry says she loves the bright combos. Marie loves the butterflies. Leah says she loves your butterfly combo. Let's see. They're coming in hot.
That's a lot of comments.
Yeah. Nancy says she has a friend who has a similar connection to dragonflies like you do to butterflies. I had a dragonfly in my face the other day, and he would just not leave me alone. Hi, Elvira. Good to see you. Marie, I might be able to add more. So if you see that they're sold out we're sold out of something that you wanted, let me know before you check out. Deb, Tina asked, where'd you get those purple beads?
Which ones?
I don't know.
Well, I'll go through the rundown. These here are from the Ava Motherwell collection. So they're vintage lucite. And these are from Lima Beads. They are a super cool.
You were talking about how much you loved those.
We were in a car, like driving around in Tucson, like a whole bunch of us, and I'm like, "Have you seen those check beads on Lima Beads?" And everybody's like Brittany's trying to drive. Everybody's trying to figure out where we're going, and yeah. So those are the Lima Beads, and then these are just some little dyed. They're probably dyed agate, and I got these in Tucson probably 10 years ago.
Oh my goodness.
But there's nicer, even nicer quality ones like that out now these days. So
Well, I love what you're doing. I'm going to switch to my hands for just a moment so I can show everybody what I'm doing with my board. Let's see. Maybe. I don't know what's going on here. All right, so I will highlight mine and then I'll bring Deb back. So I brought in some colors that I haven't really used with terracotta before. I have like this mustardy color. I don't know why my camera's like kind of washed out today, but I have this mustardy color. I have some greens and browns. I brought in some chevron beads. Now these, I think there might be a strand in my shop. I brought in some check glass and some like nice different greens with reds and yellows. So, and some brass. So that'll be what I'm working on today. I'll add Deb back and we'll kind of get going.
Yeah, I don't know where to start now because I got so much here. I'm like, woo, what was I thinking?
Right. And then we have like a half hour left. How many pieces are we actually going to make while we're live? I always like, knock on wood, it doesn't happen today, but there's always a mishap when I'm doing lives on my own channel. So typically last time I was with Danielle, I dumped my whole necklace on the floor and then I quit making for the rest of the show. I just had Danielle do it.
Well, truth be told, as I was preparing today for the show, that's when I got the inspiration to make this necklace I have on, because I was, digging through beads, and I did not put my bead stopper on the other side of my necklace, and it went
to me
everywhere.
Yep.
And I ended up stringing it on the floor. Like I finished stringing it because everything was on the floor. So I just sat down and I just started.
It's easier than picking them all up. I get that. Really, you're better than me. I just give up and walk away every time. Every time I just get up. I'm like, nope, this was not meant to be. That's future Brittany's problem.
And while I was down there, I found all kinds of other things on the floor.
You're like, oh, I haven't seen that for about 3 weeks.
Yeah. Oh, here's something from the project I did Monday, and here's something from the project I did last Tuesday. Like, it's just crazy.
I'm literally being a chaos agent right now and just opening every strand of beads that I brought, and I would probably use maybe 3 of these, but
all right. Well, that's okay.
We'll just, who knows? This is creativity, right? No rules. We say that a lot, especially on our crimp show. No rules.
I know. And you know what? I was thinking about the fact that we do get together for crimped, but that's all chit chat. So we don't very often get to do like a creative experience. So I was so excited for this today.
Oh, me too.
Just to sit and make.
I haven't really made anything lately. So Deb, where can everybody find you? What do you do?
Oh my goodness. Well, you can find me on Facebook as Deb Loves Jewelry Designs, and it's LUVS. And I have a business page where I usually post at least one thing a day, a design or something. You can find me on Instagram at Deb Loves Designs. Same thing. I usually do a little post at least every day. And then you can find me on TikTok as Deb Loves Designs. And my YouTube channel, little fledgling YouTube channel, is Deb Loves Jewelry. So I'm in all the places. I also do a weekly live show as part of the Art Beads design team. So you can find me on artbeads.com/live on Monday mornings at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern time.
Gotcha.
So those are the general places you can find me routinely.
And if everybody's watching on YouTube, I did put in the description a link to Deb's link tree, so you'll be able to find all of her social media.
Thank you. That is the easiest way. So just, just click on each one, go follow me, like me, subscribe to me. I
Yes,
would greatly
all the
appreciate it.
things.
Do all the things.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, you're going fast, girl. You've got a lot going on over there.
Well, it's like I've got small beads, and then I really don't have a lot of transitional beads. I got small beads and big beads. So I'm just trying to figure out how to make that transition without it being too dramatic.
Gotcha.
And these were Brittany, also a Tucson find. This little metal guy here.
Oh,
I think we were together. That was that. I can never remember the name of it. In the back corner of Fiesta Hills.
yes.
Hands of the Hills, something like that.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can never remember the exact name of it, but lots of goodies there.
Yes.
Let's see.
Not paying attention. I'm so dialed in. Let's see what's in the comments. Let's see.
Like this over here.
Tina says I need a cap that says squish. Yeah, I probably need a t-shirt too.
Squish, squish. I find it hard not to say it when I'm doing lives because it's your thing. So I don't want to take your thing, but I think about it when I'm doing it. I'm like, squish,
oh my gosh, people are now not saying it. All right. Gosh, I really wanted to get, like, I'm trying to get what I want, like all of these beads in here, but sometimes it's just a lot of beads if you're trying to get like 15 different styles in.
Yes. Yes. I had like all these ambitious ideas with my little tray, but I don't know that I'm gonna be able to get even this project done. I'm determined to get this project done.
I feel ya, because I'm sitting here like, what am I doing? All right. So it's so funny because, I say this all the time when I'm filming a video, I can edit out my dumb things that I say. They can't edit out alive, so I'm trying to keep all the dumb things on the inside. It doesn't really work that way half the time. Okay.
I think people like the dumb things sometimes, though.
Sometimes, maybe. Or sometimes they just put up with me and my yapping. All right, maybe this one will go here. Nope. I feel like once I get the pattern down, I'm like good to go and I take off real fast. But like, gosh, getting that pattern sometimes is a pain in the butt.
Yeah, I'm regretting not having like a slightly mid-sized bead, but I think this is working out okay.
I was telling Deb at the beginning that I have just the most ridiculous selection of items. I just was not paying attention. I pulled every color wire, but like none of the wires match each other. So like I got anti-brass stringing wire, but like copper 22 gauge wire. It's just ridiculous. Like obviously the project's just going to be not very cohesive today. Okay, I want these in between. I do want to get these guys in. Oh my goodness.
And I always end up like, okay, I want to make a short necklace, but then when I start looking at it, it's going to be a long necklace, or I want to make a long necklace, and then it's a short necklace.
Switch it up, yeah. Mine have all been short lately, and that's weird to me because usually I like long necklaces, but I've been stacking, as you can see, shorter necklaces, and that works too.
Yeah, I did. I filmed a YouTube video yesterday morning, and then I decided to do another one because I had some beads from Cassandra Spicer at Beads to Live By, and her check, like her curated beads for this like beginning of the year, all the little bundles she does are so beautiful,
Mm.
such beautiful colors for this time of year. And some of her add-on check, I got inspired. So I made another video with two short necklaces, and they
Ooh,
are so springy. I am just madly in love with them.
can't wait to see them.
Yeah.
I have so many ideas. Gosh, I have to tell you, everybody who's watching, I have only gotten maybe 10% of the things I got in Tucson into my shop because of everything that we've talked about already. So we'll have more at some point, but stay tuned because there's a lot more coming too. I think that'll be fun.
Can't wait for that.
I know that first drop right after Tucson was super successful, and you guys got some really cool stuff. Deb even visited me.
Yes,
So,
I did.
that was funny.
Brittany bought the thing that I wish I would have bought. Like,
Okay, I didn't steal it from her, everybody. She
I
literally
handed it to her.
to me. She's like, "How about you buy this?" And I was like, "Okay."
I like literally there it's always that thing that you can't stop thinking about. And so so when I saw her post, I was watching the clock until the release, and I jumped on and grabbed the necklace, that funky crazy necklace.
Yeah.
And I'm in love with it.
I really wanted to keep that, but then I was like, if I keep everything that I buy for the shop, we're gonna be in mortal peril over here.
Yeah.
So, Glade, thank you for buying it. I appreciate you.
I think I bought one other thing too. Now I can't remember what it was.
I think it was the circles.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, they're right behind me actually, and I still haven't put anything together with those yet.
Yeah, those are still available in the shop too. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere with this pattern,
I think you are too.
but I don't know.
You're getting there.
We started it. Okay, what's going on in the comments? Where did I put? Oh, Sherry says, loving these colors together. Liz said, love the purple drop pendant and turquoise lotus pendant. They are great. Sherry says, I kind of have a crown of done things and my fingers have no edit button. Nancy says, it's okay. Nobody noticed because she distracted them with the rant. Love that you all stick up for me. Oh, Tina says she's remaking a Buddha bracelet found in a thrift store. I have been so obsessed with Buddhas. Oh, you also bought a Buddha pendant from me too.
Oh yes. Yeah.
I'm obsessed with those.
Not like I needed that one because literally I have an entire bag of them, but that one I didn't have. So I'm like,
right. And I actually bought one for myself too. So we'll probably end up making the exact same necklace like we always do.
like, why did I buy another one? Seriously.
But there are some Buddha necklace or some Buddha pendants in the shop. There's tons of really fun pendants in the shop right now. There's even some beautiful chrysocolla hearts. There are, what else is in there? I'm just trying to think, like, there's so much going on in the shop right now. And then I try to get stuff in. I actually haven't been adding stuff lately because of reasons, but today was a big deal. I was able to slowly get things in there. So thanks to everybody who even takes a peek. It really means a lot to me. Look at this. This is fun. Oh, it's kind of, so I'm using red and like mustard at the back, and then I'm going to go into the green brown. So I'm doing kind of sections on mine. Not really, like I said, not really color combos that I'm typically used to, but I'm loving the earthy feel here. All the brass.
It's that earthy vibe too. It's delicious.
Yeah. Oh, I'm loving those cones on yours.
I just put one in.
Cool.
I might regret that, but we'll see.
No, I like it. Don't regret it.
And maybe I just need to modify my design to get another one in, but we'll see. We'll see where this goes. Using an oval jump ring in hopes that, yeah, so if you have a pendant like this, it comes to a point on the top. Sometimes the trick is to use an oval jump ring, and that will help you get
Great.
it.
That's a great tip. Thank you. Oh, one thing I did want to say is sometimes, and I think on a lot of these, we'll be okay with wire wrapping them because they're thicker, but sometimes thinner polymer clay doesn't do too well with wire wrapping unless it's very loose wire wrapping because it can rip. It doesn't always rip, but it can if you're not used to wire wrapping polymer clay. So using jump rings like Deb's doing is usually the way to go, is what I usually say.
Yeah, I have torn a polymer clay piece before, and it wasn't one of yours. It was a long time ago, and I remember just being like so crushed
Artwork.
because
Yeah.
I don't think I could have gotten another one from that person, and so I was like, oh man,
Yeah.
so sad.
Yeah. So if you're a seasoned wired wrapper, go ahead. You probably know what you're doing, but if you're not, jump ring's probably your BFF.
Get some jump rings.
Yeah. Or even a bail too, like a pinch bail or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. I always forget about pinch bails, and every now and again I'm reminded, and then I go through my pinch bails and I never can find one that I like. So
Get some more, girl.
I mean it's not like I don't have any, but it's like the you can't find the one you really need when you're looking for it.
Right. So here I'm ready to put a jump ring on. Did I bring any jump rings that are the right color? No. I just brought copper jump rings. So what I'm going to do is use a copper jump ring, and then y'all are going to have to pretend that I'm using a brass one. And then I'll change it out. That's the magic of television. I'm loving how this necklace is coming out. And I was, my new thing is, I should make jewelry for my shop and sell jewelry because people keep asking. And then I make jewelry and I end up wanting to keep it.
Yep.
Thousands of necklaces. I'm like, no, it's mine. It's mine. I apparently did not learn how to share. But maybe this will make it in the shop. Maybe it'll make it onto my neck. Who knows?
We'll see.
Nobody knows.
We'll see.
And like when I go to make stuff specifically for like not somebody else, but like to sell, I never like it as much. So maybe I should just be making this stuff for myself and then just making myself put it in the shop.
Well, it's funny that you say that because I lately was trying to like get inside the mind of people who are watching lives, like, so, my live on art beads or whatever else, and trying to get in the minds of what people want to see. And then it is harder for me to come up with things that way. And then I thought, you know what, I'm just going to make what I want to make.
Yeah.
And that has actually worked out quite well for me. So I just kind of go with my heart and let that be my guide. And
I think that's absolutely the way to go because people tend to really like the jewelry that I'm wearing. And I'm like, well, I wouldn't wear something that I don't want to wear, so why would I expect somebody else to buy something from me that I wouldn't really want to wear, even if it's pretty,
Yeah.
So I think I just need to be less emotional about the pieces I make, though, because I really love them and I want to wear them. And I don't really like making 2 or 3 of the same thing because then I start feeling like I'm a factory. And there's like a sweet spot too because that happens with the beads. I only put a certain amount of beads in the shop because I only want to make a certain amount of beads. I don't want to make 75 of the same thing.
Yeah.
Over and over.
Yeah. I rarely make more than one of the same thing. And, once in a while I have to make a sample for somebody, or a prototype or something. And that's okay. But I'm almost everything I do is a one of a kind. So it is hard to make the same thing. And I know some people, they have something they make that they sell and people go crazy over it and they don't mind making it over and over again because they're making some money off of it.
Yeah.
But it is kind of hard to, you know, make your same thing over and over.
Yeah. I just decided I did not like what I was doing, so I took off a bunch of beads.
Oh no.
Just a little section. Where did my jump rings go? Plus my jump ring is way too big for this.
Isn't that annoying? That's another thing, like bails. Like you go to your jump wherever you keep your jump rings, and you're like, okay, where is the size and shape that I need? It's not here. Why?
And then this one, I think my smaller jump ring's not going to work, so I should probably wire wrap this. Actually, I'm going to wire wrap this because it's just going to be easier. Hopefully I have the right color wire, but we'll see.
These beads are just killing me. They're so
pretty.
They're like a melon shape. They're faceted on top of that, and they have like a finish on them. They're just so
fancy.
Cool.
They're so fancy. It's amazing.
Crazy about them.
I feel like I have something like that, but I don't know where they are. And I know where they are, but I don't know what color they are. So I can't tell you exactly where they are. They're in my check glass drawers somewhere. We don't know what color. Maybe they're purple too.
They might be. They just might be. Now, this is not exactly where I was going with this, but I'm liking this.
I'm loving the purple with the gold or brass, whatever color that is.
Yeah, it's like everything. I mean, even though the pendant is a little coppery, there's enough copper in all of the metallics that it just works.
Yeah.
And I always feel like one of my little hacks with jewelry making is like if you use like 3 or more shades of whatever color it is, it works.
Yes.
Like 2 doesn't work, but 3 does, or more than that works, because then everything just kind of starts to come together and blend together. That's, you know, you try and match a gold and you get, one gold to match another gold is almost impossible. But when you start bringing more into the picture, it works. For some crazy reason, it works.
Yeah, I'm loving what you got going on there. Okay. Yeah, my mom usually takes my necklaces, Nancy.
Does your mom have a jewelry storage issue with all the stuff she gets from you?
She's called just the top of her dresser is covered in beads. That's all, that's all it is. But she's starting to be like me, like bowls and stuff everywhere of just jewelry.
Yes.
Sherry said, yeah, she's torn some polymer clay pieces before. And Terry said, dear Deb, you do not want to get inside my mind. Terry K drives me, or she cracks me up every time I see one of her comments.
I love that.
Right there, she does not like making multiples of items. Hi, Jennifer. Jennifer Miller's here.
Hi, Jennifer.
Kim said, I don't even like to make a second earring. I love that.
Oh, that's my favorite comment so far.
Me too. And then Kim also said she loves the terracotta focals I make. The terracotta, I'm so partial to that color. It's like my second favorite color now. It used to be hot pink was my second favorite color, but no, it's turquoise and terracotta. And Terry K said, Kim, do you wear one earring a lot? She said no, but she may wait a day to finish the second one. That's cracking me up.
That is hysterical, because we've all thought about that. Even, because you're like, oh, this is such a cute earring. All right, I'm done.
Have you ever gone so far as to Photoshop a second one into a bit of photo because you didn't?
No, but I've done a reel or something where I just show one because I haven't done the other one yet.
And then I've gotten to a point where I've made an earring and I absolutely never want to make another one exactly like it. And then I'm like, I'm making a video. I have to make the second one. So it's just like, do we want to make a different video? So I did a wire wrap on this guy. I put a check glass saucer here, a little check glass daisy flower, and a little brass bead at the top. Love the green with the mustard and the terracotta to make me.
Oh, yes. Yes,
Way
yes, yes.
better.
Oh, that's very simple, but I like that.
Yeah, that necklace is so yummy, Deb. Just a heads up to everybody, I will have a new video out tomorrow. It's already filmed. I just have to edit, which is my least favorite part. But it will be a double necklace featuring some gemstone nuggets. We're going to be using Botswana agate in that video. And so it's like it's a very timeless piece. You know, sometimes we do trendy, sometimes we do like bold, but this one's it's not understated, but it's very sophisticated, I would say. So I'm excited to release that tomorrow. And I made a pair of earrings, and we used some vintage paints. So very excited about that.
Ooh, doggies.
There's a lot going on in that video.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go Brittany style, and I'm gonna do a matching necklace for this.
Yes, that makes me so happy.
So I'm not putting a clasp on that yet. But I'm gonna make because I was gonna add these other pieces in, but I was afraid they weren't gonna hang the way that I wanted them to. So
yeah.
So I think I'm going to do a second necklace. It's going to be a shorter one, maybe, or longer. I don't know. We'll see.
Shorter or longer. The beads tell us what we want.
Yes.
Or what they want.
This one will just have to let me know.
I don't even know. I think these are Jasper coins that I'm using. I just kind of grabbed them. They're just some random strand I got in Tucson. And I couldn't find more, or else I would have gotten more because they were really cool. But sometimes you just see one strand and it's the last one and you never see it again.
Yeah.
Any places you look.
Yeah. Somebody's got like some random cut or random size or shape or something, and you see it and you'll never see it again. Like
ever. You'll be looking for the rest of your life.
Yeah. And you do search, like I've done searches, hours trying to find a certain kind of bead, a certain shape, or a certain cut or something, and no can find. It's doesn't exist except at that booth that I walked away from.
Yeah, I know. And I actually did that this year. I went to a booth in Tucson, and I went to the guy who I bought it from last year. I showed him the bead, and he's like, I don't even remember seeing that bead in my life. I'm like, right. Oh, I bought this from you. I know for sure I did. He's like, well, good luck finding that somewhere else.
Yeah, that means it probably doesn't exist.
That means
anywhere else.
She's gone.
No can find.
Let's see. Jennifer says those beads all look amazing. Brittany's mat is yummy. Yeah, Brittany's mat's a hot mess right now. Hi, Bridget. Liz said, love the things I bought from your first Tucson drop. Thank you. Yeah, I have so much to get back in there from Tucson. I was looking. Oh no, I messed up here. I thought these were reversible, and they're not. Their designs are different on both sides. Guess what? Don't care.
Don't care.
It. These two, like this one just has circles on the back. Oh, that's going to piss me off. That's going to make me so mad. So I'm laughing, but I'm crying on the inside. I don't know what to do.
Could restring it.
You know what I could do? I could restring it. I'm not going to. I'm going to flip this one. So now it's like this one's this way, then it's like, okay, that I made it better just by flipping one. Like it's kind of every other one is flipped around. So it's better. It's not symmetrical, but it's better than being upset for the rest of my life, because that would upset me for the rest of my life.
This I understand.
It's just jewelry, but it's jewelry. Like that's very important to us.
Yeah. There have been days where like I'm so proud of myself because I got like everything done that I needed to get done, and then I've cleaned up my space well enough that I can walk out of this room and not walk in later and fall on something. But but there's that like that thing that I made that I keep thinking to myself, oh, I need to redo that one wire wrap or
Mhm.
whatever. And I can't I can't not fix it. So I have to like fix
Yes.
it. And then, I was just about to walk out of the room and then I got to fix that. I just got to fix it.
That's real. Like it becomes an obsession.
I can't walk away from it. I can't. Jewelry problems. First
Right.
world jewelry problems.
The beater chronicles over here. All right. Well, I've got a lot of these different check glass beads in here, so I'm happy. I didn't cut open my beads for no reason. All right, let's see how long this is. Not long enough. Oh, I'm in love with this. This makes me so happy. I just have to remember to flip my little charms the next go round.
Flip it.
Hi, Chris. Thanks for joining. Oh, Terry K just ruined it for me. She goes, I'm actually a bit baffled by these color choices only because you say you don't like autumn colors and these look autumnal. I'm pretending like I didn't see that because now I'm gonna be upset.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's desert. It's desert to me.
No idea what you're talking about. Look away from the autumn color.
Well, Lulu over here, we're gonna pretend like we never read that. But she's not wrong. Especially with like the yellow and the red, but I'm thinking more deserty.
Yeah, well, it could go either way. And even a different way than that, too.
Even a secret third way.
Yes. Some other way that we haven't thought of.
Right. Keep having to pull out more beads, and I don't want to spill them all on the floor like I do every other time. There's beads, I swear, there are the beads from my live with Danielle. I literally am looking at them on the floor, and that live was like a month and a half ago, if not longer.
Yeah, I had an incident last year, I think it was. I was preparing for a live with Cassandra Spicer, and I had like a bunch of things all like on a tray, and I had seed beads in a little dish on the little tray, and because I'm clumsy, I don't know, I stepped on something or tripped on something, and that tray went everywhere, but those seed beads went everywhere, like everywhere. I have cleaned my studio thoroughly multiple times since then, including the cracks in the floors, and I am still finding those seed beads to this day.
Oh my gosh. That's horrible.
Everywhere.
Late, but it's the worst.
And I loved those seed beads too. They're this really beautiful, like orange color that were just divine. And yeah.
Now you probably never want to see them again.
I actually ran across the bag not too long ago, and I'm like, I'm not using those in this design.
Bad luck beads.
No can do.
Nancy says I found beads in the next room because they roll. I found beads in my clothing before, like when I go to bed, like there's beads just falling in my bathroom because they're somehow in my and on my person for the rest of the day. Ridiculous.
I find them in my I usually wear like little like moccasin kind of slippers around the house, and I find them in my slippers. I found them in my bra. Yeah, I find them everywhere. That's when you know you're a beater.
Yes, you've made it if you are finding beads. I have a new nickname for you now.
Oh no.
Probably shouldn't say it on YouTube though. Hey Louisa, I'm doing okay for the moment, but thank you for asking. We're finally not using crutches. It's been 2 days. I still am taking them with me places just in case, but we're not using crutches at the moment.
Crutches are such a pain.
They are. I had physical therapy for the first time today. I came home in pain, so we're healing. I guess that's the signal that you're actually healing, as if you're in pain after physical therapy.
Yeah. They're gonna, do the no pain, no gain kind of thing for
Yeah.
you.
I'm like, can we just have no pain? No pain. All right. Let's see. This came together so that's usually what it is. Didn't I say that at the beginning? Like once you get your pattern down, it comes together so fast. So I did like 2 different sections, one section of greens and then one section of mustard and yellow. And it just, once you start stringing, it comes together.
Yeah. That is absolutely true. Let's see. Love these beads. Well, there's definitely 2 beads that I thought I was going to use that I did not use. So
That's funny.
that was not meant to be.
Yep.
But I think you and I do the same thing. We like pull together everything that we think
Everything in the bead room
is going to work. And then, some don't make the cut.
Correct. I just keep checking because I don't want to. Oh, did I miss a bead there? Oh no, I added a bead that didn't need to be added. Dang it.
Gosh darn it.
I'm going to be more careful, Brittany.
Of course, I'm using 2 things that I always use that probably annoy everybody.
What?
15-0 seed beads.
You do love your little 15-0s, that's for sure.
And daisy spacers, because
I love daisy spacers.
I live for the daisy spacers.
I know, I use them as much as possible. I did bring some out, but I didn't use them on this project.
But the 15s, I don't know, they just add such amazing dimension. I
am usually an 11-0 or an 8-0 or 6-0. I don't even think I have a lot of 15-0s.
Yeah, I'm trying to think back to when that actually all happened for me. It's been a number of years now, but I have a whole on my table. Like I don't have all my seed beads on my table, but I do have this. This is all like metallic 15s. And I can't live without them. I mean, it's just part of what I do. I can't not do it. It's too hard not to do it.
Yeah, I get that. I'm the same way. I have a whole drawer of seed beads, and then like my metal is like, we have to have metal all the time. And usually it's like a metal or brass little seed bead too. So I get it.
Yeah. It just became like a thing. It just became a thing. Me. But the good news is for people that don't like 15s is that 11s, 11s or bigger will work in most designs. You just have, a little bit of a different, structure of what you're making. And that's cool.
Yes. Plus, we don't want everybody's jewelry to be the same, right?
Yeah. How many times do we see something that inspired, we made a piece and it inspired someone to make something and it's different. And I love that. Like, hey, I made this, but look what I did. I did this. And I think that's great. That's what this is all about.
Yeah, exactly. I love, like, everybody posts in the Crimp group and in my bead group, Brittany's Beads. And I just love seeing the variations. I know Tona put a couple variations up this week of some jewelry that I've made, and I was like, those are amazing. And I can see the inspiration, but like she totally made them her own. I love seeing those.
Yeah, it's really fun. And I always think it's cool too. So when if you've ever been involved in like a challenge where everybody gets the same beads and same, components and all of that, and how many different things come out of, the same things. It's pretty cool.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, remember we did that one with
Yes.
Ava, and we're saying everybody did something different, but Deb and I made the same freaking necklace.
Yeah, it's pretty, I mean, it is very, very similar. And
Crazy
we did not see it.
We didn't. And we sent it in blind to Ava, and we were like, are you kidding? We did the same necklace. But, we were friends.
Sometimes we share a design brain, I think. Yep. Not always, but sometimes.
No, like when we make something that's different, we're like, yes, it happened. We made something different. But then when we make something the same, we're like, of course we did.
With our crimp challenges, I always was worried in the beginning, like.
Yeah, and we haven't really done that where we've done something similar for those challenges.
It's been pretty different, which has been a lot of fun.
Yes. Okay, I'm coming up on the end of this necklace, which is great.
Me too. I realized I don't quite have enough beads on this one, so it has to be a touch longer. I wonder if anybody else is making with us.
Maybe. Terry K says, I have nothing against tiny seed beads. I'm just old. My vision's getting so bad. She doesn't want to try finding the holes with the time she has left on this rock. Aw, thanks, Marie. Aw, Marie says, thanks for helping me teach me how to think outside of my comfort zone. Love that.
That's also something I really hope that people will do, is just kind of try something different or take a chance on something that maybe you hadn't tried before. Oh, I can't do that. Well, just try it.
You can. You can. You can try it. I promise you, it'll be okay.
Yeah. Because the thing about jewelry is you can take it apart and, either not do it ever again or, mix it up, change it up.
Yep.
And, keep changing it until you get it the way you want it.
Exactly. All right. I'm going to get this necklace done. We've already been on here for an hour. Can you believe that?
It doesn't seem like it.
No, we've just been chatting. Sherry says I'm rifling through my beads as I watch, and Nancy says, yep, she's designing.
Very cool. That's what I like about this kind of thing too, is people can play along.
Yeah, and it's like chatting with friends.
Yeah. Too bad we can't all be in person together. That would
we should do a Zoom one or something.
That would be really fun.
All right. I just need one more of these, and then we're going to be crimping. We're going to be crumped. Oh, God. I said that. After thousands of people watch this video. Okay. We're gonna, here's the necklace. Oh my gosh. I was gonna put it in my store, but I can't.
It's great.
So pretty.
It's really good.
Oh, I love her. I'm gonna have bracelets too, but we'll start crimping first. I'm gonna use some easy crimps.
You've been really working with those easy crimps. I have not ever tried them.
They're so easy. That's exactly why I use them. Oh man, I don't have an antique brass jump ring out here. Well, I might be changing up the hardware on the back of this necklace a little bit later, but for now, we'll just use copper, I guess.
I'm just adding a few more beads onto the previous necklace, and then I'm gonna get everything all crimped up.
It's looking so good.
I'm like crazy about these colors. They're just really giving me all the feels here.
It's yummy. All right.
Those pendants were the inspiration.
Yay. All right, so we got my crimp bead on. And I will be using these in my tutorial that I'm posting tomorrow. So I'm not going to really like talk about it right now. But there is an easy crimp tutorial on my channel if you've bought them and wanted to know how to use them, or if you're just thinking about it and if you're struggling with crimping, I would suggest an easy crimp for sure.
And I watched your video because I've seen those crimps for sale, but I've not tried them. So I'm like, let me see what these are all about here.
They're amazing. I actually could not believe the hype everybody was giving them, and then I like did it, and I was like, "Are you freaking kidding me? Is that easy? Is that easy?"
And then it can't be that easy.
Squish. And you only get one squish though. Like I usually do a 3 squisher, but with these you only get one squish.
A triple squish. Okay, where is my, oh my gosh, I have so many things on the floor. And Jinx has been in here with me the entire time like a super good boy.
I know Goldie's, oh, I just lied. Goldie, I thought she was in here, but oh, she's here. She was out in the doorway and she just smiled at me like, "Hey, Mom's talking to me. Okay, I'll go do what she wants." But Goldie, I'll pick you up in a minute. And then she's my little companion. She loves her mom. So my sister's visiting because I haven't been feeling well. So she came to visit, and I keep telling my Goldie, like, that's your aunt. Like you can hang out with her. No, I keep calling her Mommy 2.0. She don't like that either. Goldie will like go over to her and be like, "Hi," and then walk off.
Kind of like she does me.
Yes. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Goldie just kind of looks at me like, "Who's that?"
She doesn't run away, but like there's definitely a clear preference for Mommy. Like she will let somebody pet her, let somebody hold her for about 30 seconds, but when she comes to me, she just goes boneless and lets me hold her.
Boneless.
A boneless chihuahua.
I love that. Okay.
Move everything down. I didn't measure if this necklace was long enough. I'm just going on a wing and a prayer. I can always add chain.
Can always add chain.
I'm like, yeah, we can fix it later.
Yeah, I can fix it.
There we go.
Okay, I think this is gonna work.
Everybody knows that by now. Like, I just figure it out later. You know, or we pretend we did it right.
All right, I have one clasp. I need a second clasp, so luckily those are close by.
And I'm going to squish. Make sure there aren't any loose gaps or anything. Okay. Squish. Dang it. I actually made a necklace without dumping everything on the floor. I mean,
hallelujah.
But at least the necklace is made. Okay. After arching my back for like the last hour, I'm cracking when I sit back. Oh, she's cute. All right, I'm going to hide my hands because we're not doing anything else. I was going to make a pair of earrings, but maybe I'll do a video on that later on.
Make something matching later.
Yeah.
I just got to put these clasps on and then I'm...
Take your time.
And I'm good. Oh, these pendants are just so cool.
Yay, I'm so glad you like them.
When that box came, I got the, the notification that it had been delivered. I'm like, I yelled out to my husband, I'm like, are you going to the mailbox anytime soon? He's like, no. I'm like, all right, I'm going. I just ran out the door.
Well, I just threw it on with my 2 other necklaces, and it kind of looks good, but it's kind of in the way of this little bear, which I haven't made any of these in a long time. I should probably put some more of those in the shop. I'm glad you like it. Nancy said, I always watch until the end of Brittany's video just to see Goldie. Oh, thanks, Terry K. Shannon says, Goldie melts my heart. Yeah, they wouldn't be the same without her. That's for sure. Yeah, she has been glued to my side. And, when I fell, I was laying on the floor and she kept checking on me because I couldn't get up. So she kept checking on me until the fire department got there. And then she barked at the firemen. Never barks. She barked at the firemen because they walked in the house and she didn't know who they were.
She's like, who are these people?
Mm-hmm.
Were the firemen cute? I want to know.
They came twice. The first time to pick me up off the floor, and then the second time to take me to the emergency room when they realized I couldn't get up off the couch later in the day. The second round, there was a very handsome man, and he smelled very good. But the first round, there was this guy. He looked like a mountain, and I found out later he is an ex-NFL player. He's huge. He was huge. I've never seen a man that big in my life, and he wasn't like he was all muscle. He was just a big wall of muscle. He was enormous. He was like 2 people.
Holy moly.
Thanks,
well, kind of nice if you got to go through that, you got something nice to look at while you're going through it.
Right. Thanks, Elvira. Goldie, you want to come see your friends? Come here. Oh, she just flipped over in her bed. She doesn't want to come here. Goldie, come here. Come here. Come see mommy. No, she's not having it. Her tongue sticking out.
Pass.
Goldie, come here, honey. She won't do it.
Well, that's kind of rude, but that's all right.
Yeah. She's like, I'm not working for peanuts today, Mom.
Yeah, Jinx doesn't like to get picked up, so I won't be picking him up. He just does not like to get picked up. That's just the long and short of it.
To be held. I don't know that she loves being picked up, but she loves being held. That's for sure.
We're working on that with Jinx. He'll go sit with my husband, but he won't sit with me yet. So we're working on him.
How old is he?
He's about, let's see, 18, 19, 20. Like he's about 7. So I don't know if he'll ever really do it, but he's changed already with my husband. So let's see if he'll change and lay with me.
Yeah. And Terry K said, how about bacon? Give him some bacon, see if that'll work. Just start keeping bacon in your pockets. I'm sure he's going to come and investigate.
That's a good idea.
Sherry, no, I didn't get pain meds as I was seeing it. She said, did they get more handsome as the meds kicked in? No, they were gone by the time I got meds. But we can test that theory.
All right, I'm flipping my camera around.
I actually really love, like, it's silly how these 3 are stacked, but I actually think they look good together. Ooh, Deb. Those look so good. I love them. And they look good with that color.
I know. I love purple and yellow together. So,
which is funny because when you try and blend them, they don't turn out really great. But like because they're opposites, but they look so good and those are the right tones. Like you got the right tones of yellow and right tones of purple. Yeah.
And I still think like the copper on the pendant still just works just fine with all those shades of gold that I picked and like bronzy tones.
Mm-hmm.
So if anybody picks up any of these pendants and there's a metallic shade in there that you don't think maybe, you've got the exact pieces and parts, start to blend in your other metals and different shades of metals, and it'll work. It'll just work.
Yeah. And then I'm sure both of us will post photos of these in my bead group a little bit later. But you can't really see it, but I got some greens and some reds and yellows in there. And I'm just in love with this pendant. And I really am going to make a video with these because this was my favorite one. This was the one that I told Deb that I said, you're going to love them. I changed them. You don't know what it's going to be yet, but I did a surprise, and that was with the little eyes in the middle. And I almost did suns. And the thing is, I had turquoise, but I couldn't find a paint that I wanted, a wash, because the copper just didn't show up. So I might release turquoise later with like black wash or something. But
ooh, black.
Yeah, this turned out
cool. Yeah, these were unexpected. And I mean, you asked me what my favorite was. I mean, I really don't have a favorite. They're all fantastic. They're just really, every single one of them I love for different reasons. And I love them all. I mean, they're just all really interesting. And I mean, you have such a talent for this. It's really amazing.
Well, this is both of our brainchilds, because some of these I wouldn't have come up with. The color combos, like that purple, I wouldn't have thought about the purple. And I certainly wouldn't have thought of the citron with like the antique brass. So, oh yes, I love that. Maybe we can get Deb to post a photo of that too sometime.
Yeah, I will. I will. In fact, I can maybe even get a picture tonight outside. Like right around dusk is like a really good time to take pictures here. So maybe I can get a couple good shots tonight on Emma. And
she's got Emma. I've got Lucy. Well, everybody loves your necklaces, and they love the purple cones and those the purple that you did 2 necklaces. I love that you did 2 necklaces in an hour. That's amazing. Thank you for joining us, Deb. Everybody,
thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course, always. Deb's stuff, all of her links are in the description, and you can hop over to Brittany's Beads and find her there too. And I'm sure I'll put a link up there to all of her videos, social media, and to her work at Art Beads. So thank you everybody for joining us. Hopefully we'll get another live soon. If anything's sold out, you can always email me and see if I have something else or similar, and I'll be happy to help. But thank you again. Links in the description, and all the new beads are at turquoisestreetbeads.com. Bye everybody. We'll see you next time.
Bye everyone.